righty, Randy. Well, maybe it's for the best. It gives your family up there a rest, and she'll be in constant care. And we'll just say it's all good, because if we say it's not good, well, then we worry about it. So we'll just say it's all good, and everybody is where they should be and feeling good. All righty. Now we'll go over, I'm going to go to Jacksonville, Florida, and see if the JAX is, I listened on the radio for the Florida lighthouses down there Saturday and Sunday, and didn't hear anybody on CW, so I didn't get a hold of anybody. So we're going to call for W8 JAX WB8 VMW. Good morning, Jacksonville.
Well, good morning there, Jim. This is K8JAX Portable Pedestrian down here in Jacksonville, and W8JAX is with me. He's taking care of the duties there with the dog, and Miss Lucy is just standing there waiting for him. So anyway, not sure there about, Rod didn't make it out to the lighthouse event there, so didn't get a chance to hear about that. Anyway, we have 80 degrees this morning, a beautiful morning, a little bit of pink in the clouds up there, and we're going to have a good day today, just do a little work, getting a few things moved over to our new place there, and hopefully you're going to have a good day as well. Always enjoy hearing from you. And last little bit of news there, you will have 2 minutes and 26 seconds less daylight today. But I know you'll make the best of it, and prayers for Kathy as she makes her transition there, and hopefully just being around the other people there and the activities that they have and things maybe that she can participate in will be good for her. All right, back to you, Jim. This is K8JAX Portable Pedestrian.
All righty, Wendy. Well, you tell Rod, sorry he didn't make it, and K9LUCY, don't get too anxious there until Rod gets a hold of her and gets her on her walk. Missy, if she stops around, and of course the kids, stay safe, stay well. All righty, now we'll go down and see if Tom's on the critter control this morning. K8 MNT WB8 VMW.
WB8 VMW, this is K8 MNT. Good morning, Jim. Jim and everybody else that's on the net this morning. Excuse me. Well, let's see. Well, the team did okay. They won Friday, but they lost on Saturday and Sunday. Friday they won by 5 runs. It was a fantastic game. And I think the other team woke up on Saturday because they beat us by 7. And then on Sunday they beat us by 1. That was due to an error on there. Otherwise, we would have went into extra innings. So that's what the story is. We're gonna start to hit it pretty hard. We've got to win the next 3 to 4 games in order to get into the playoffs here, which is coming up real quick. So we'll see what happens. So with that, I'll turn everything back over to you, Jim. This is K8MNT. Back to WB8VMW.
All righty, Tom. Well, that's bittersweet, but it's all in the game. They say that at any one time, any one team can beat another one. It's just the luck goes, and it just seems like one team just can't miss, and the other team just can't hit. But when both of them are running, it's a good, tight game. But that's all right. We'll just keep on working. And if we get into the playoffs, great. If we don't, well, we'll study the game films and do better next year. Take care, Tom. All righty, now let's go down to Clarksville and get the weather real quick. WB6, BJN, WB8, BMW.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, Jim. Good morning to everyone on the Barometer Net here, the pre-net this morning. I'm happy to report Sarah is doing much better. She's taking some antibiotics, and she's coming around quite nicely. She's feeling better. So there you go for that. Currently, it is 29.99 on the barometer, and it is steady. 78.3 degrees hot this morning. 73 degrees on the dew point. Humidity 85%. Wind. Calm on the winds and clear skies. We do have a 30% chance of thunderstorms today. It will be cooler. Yesterday we were 97. Today we're expected to be 90. So we've gone from extreme heat to a heat advisory today. So things are progressing in the right direction. Jim, I'll turn it back to you. Good work, WB6BJN.
All righty. Well, hopefully Sarah continues to get better. Antibiotics kills those there little gremlins running around, and everything turns out good. All righty. Now let's go up to Ray and Fred and see if they're resting on the couch after their walk this morning. K5, CFY, WB8, BMW.
V8, BMW, K5, CFY. Good morning, Jim, and hope Miss Judy gets feeling better. Not much going on here. It's supposed to be a little cooler today. It was 105 yesterday, and I think 95 today. So hopefully 10 degrees is a lot, but still no rain. But all is well, and I guess you heard Miss Nancy's back in Oklahoma, but I thought maybe she might make it on the radio this morning, but probably hasn't got unloaded and settled in yet. But anyway, we'll probably hear her sometime this week. Back to you, Jim, and we'll be waiting for Gary to come in here, I think. K5, CFY.
W8WKY.
All righty, Ray. Well, I don't know. This is Dave's day, but if he's off, who knows? Maybe Mr. Chipper will take him over. But anyway, yeah, hopefully Nancy will be on the air after she gets things straightened around. And hopefully she won't have to be shipped out again. All righty. Well, we'll call for NT8D and see if he's running it today or Mr. Chipper running it. How about it, Dave? Are you running it or Mr. Chipper? We're listening.
Good morning there, Jim. Yeah, we'll fire this puppy up. Hope you had a good weekend. And nice to have you get everybody rounded up. Looks like we got 17 on the list so far. And yeah, spent Saturday doing the lighthouse thing, and didn't leave Fairport till about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night.
Well, I don't know. I got on about 3 times and never did get a hold of anybody on CW. They must have been all on something else, sideband or something.
Yeah, Roger. I didn't. When we were packing up the stuff, I noticed that somebody had actually brought a key. Didn't realize anybody had one there.
Well, it's almost a fallen art anymore. But anyway, well, I'm getting to my age where I don't get on much anymore, but we still get on there once in a while. Alrighty, Dave, we'll turn it over to you, and I'll go ahead and make this here my last. So everybody out there, stay safe, stay well, and good Lord willing, we'll be back here to educate, aggravate, and a lot of takes tomorrow. WB8 BMW 7.3s, back to net.
All right there, Jim. Very best to Judy. Thanks for getting everybody rounded up this morning. Wonderful to start the week here with the Barometer Net, which we're now going to call CQ for, the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net. Here we are on the W8WKY repeater 147.39 megahertz, where we have a PL of 114.8. This is a controlled net open to any and all licensed amateurs. All traffic must go through net control, though emergency and priority traffic are welcome to break in at any time. This is Dave, November Tango, 8 Delta, NT8D, your net control operator for Monday morning. Let me tell you who I got on the list, then we'll take some short timers. I've got SSR, PMI, 8AT, MMY, GXX, SFS, 4OG, FQV, 8CT, ZSH, the JAXs, MNT, BJN, and CFY. Let's go ahead and take calls for especially mobile short timers, those who have to be at work at 7 o'clock on a Monday morning. Please call now.
FA, Sir Foxtrot, Sir. Martin Logford, in and out today. Dave.
NT8D, this is Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Lima Golf, KD8 SLG, Nick, short time.
Whiskey 8, Sierra, Tango, Uniform, Stu, Sharp, Ohio, Mobile.
Net control. Here is November 3, Kilo, Golf, Delta, Nick, Asheville County, in and out. Good morning, 73.
All right, I got you marked in and out there, Mark, K8 SFS. Thanks a lot. Happy Monday at you. We'll catch you next week. And at SLG, STU, and N3KGD in and out. Thanks for your in and out, Nick. W8STU Mobile, you're up first, then we'll head over to Nick. Good morning, Sue.
Good morning, Dave. The rest of that, well, I got a beautiful morning because the good Lord made it. Even though it is pretty much overcast and looks like a big old cloud hanging low up ahead me here. Auburn Road southbound. Haven't made it to 6 yet, but I sure can tell there's schools back in session. All kinds of traffic, but we're doing pretty good right now. I had a great weekend. My daughter come to visit. We had a great visitation, as usual. But, well, with that, I'll say 73 with 72 degrees and it's muggy. Big 8 ladies, and until we talk again, God bless everyone. Back to net control. WSU.
All right, Stu, thanks for being aboard on a Monday morning. Well, school starts earlier and earlier every year, it seems like. And they're going to squeeze out the summer eventually. You have a good one. Be safe out on the road, and thanks for checking in on the Barometer Net on a Monday morning. Let's jump over to Nick, KD8SLG. Good morning, Nick. How was your weekend? I heard you a little bit, and thanks for helping out logging for Josh there. Over to you.
NTAD, this is KD8SLG. Good morning, Dave, and all of the Barometer Netizens. Glad you guys had a good time. I was looking at the photos from the weekend, from International Lighthouse and Lightship Weekend. Looks like it was a great time. I didn't have the spare. It was a big drive for me, so had something else going on. I'm glad everybody had a good time. Sounds like attendance was great, too. Fine business. I've got the Club Net tomorrow night, so stop on by. And I know you can't make it Thursday night, Dave, but we do have a club meeting Thursday, and I hope to see a bunch of people there. Thanks, Dave. Have a great Monday. KD8SLG. Back to net control.
All right there, Nick. Sorry we missed you. I know that's a long drive for you to get up to Fairport. And ended up meeting my buddy up there. We didn't leave Fairport till probably about 11 o'clock at night, so we stayed a few extra hours afterwards. It was a really pleasant day. And yeah, I got a rehearsal Thursday night. The Moonlight Serenaders were playing a show at the Rialto in Akron Friday night at 7 o'clock. Just plugging our band. You have a good one, Nick. Thanks for checking in. You have yourself a wonderful start to your week. Let me get a couple people I know get out early here. WAHGXX. Are you out there mobile, Tom? All right, we lost Tom here. AAHCT. Craig, good morning. Let's get you in here early so you can get out the door. This is NTAD. We'll circle for Craig there. Let me get up to KE8MMY. Good morning, Chris. I know you usually get busy early. Let's get you in here as well, please.
Good morning. I hope I didn't miss the on-deck circle there. Just getting out the door and barely heard it, but good to hear from you. And sounds like everybody has a pretty good week planned out. So that's pretty nice. So KE8MMY back to net.
W8WKY.
All right there, Chris. Yeah, just bouncing around the list a little bit, trying to get to those I know who do get out the door pretty early from Jim's list. You have a good one. Happy Monday to you, and be safe out on the road. Let's go back up to the top here. Find KI5SSR. Jeanette, good morning. All right, we're going to run through these pretty quickly, it looks like. Grandpa Phil, K8PMI. Good morning, Phil. How was your weekend?
NTAD, this is K8PMI. Good morning there, Dave. Good morning all the Barometer Netizens out there. I had a fabulous weekend. Grass is growing like crazy. I mowed it Saturday, and I got to mow it again. So, but other than that, great weekend, and looking forward to a nice week. Hopefully the weather breaks and we get some sunshine. So I'll send it back to you. Take care, everybody, and I hope we see everybody on Thursday. 73, this is K8PMI.
All right there, Phil. Sorry we'll miss you on Thursday, but have a great start to your week. Happy Monday to you. And I'm sure we'll catch each other pretty soon. Let's jump to top of the morning, John. Good morning, AC8AT, and then we'll get down to the Jacksonville in just a second.
NT8D. Top of the morning, Dave. AC8AT. Dave, Lyria is a little smoky this morning, and I understand there's a hotel fire near Midway Mall. So we're getting the effects of that, and I think they're having a little hard time getting it under control. Hopefully it's under control now, but I think they were having a hard time getting it under control. Yeah, Lyria's 74 degrees. It's going to be AM clouds and PM sun. So, hope everybody has a real good day, and thanks for being there, Dave. NT8D, top of the morning, my friend. AC8AT.
Top of the morning back at you there, John. Well, hopefully the air quality doesn't get too bad where you're at. Be careful, you don't know what's burning in that building. I'm sure it'll be on the news at noon today. And get the latest from the locals here. Anyways, you have a great start to your week. Thanks for starting it out with us on the Barometer Net. I appreciate it. Let's go down and pick up the Jacksons. Good morning, Wendy and Rod, Miss Lucy, and whoever else might be there. Hopefully you had a good weekend and your week starting well.
Well, good morning there, Dave. This is KAJAX, Portable Pedestrian, and WHAAX is around here. He got a different direction here for me for a few minutes with Miss Lucy. Missy is away for a little bit, so she's not with us, but we're having a great morning down here in Jacksonville, 80 degrees, and a few high clouds up there. Looks very pretty, a little pink glow in the sky as the sun's coming up. We have 2-foot seas and 83 degrees, so it sounds like a good sailing day there. So, or here, I should say. Anyway, nice to hear that you had a good time there at the Lighthouse event, and good weather, and you also got a chance to see your friend. That's wonderful. So, anyway, thanks for giving us a call there, Dave. Always good to hear you, and we hope you and Renee have a great day. I'll turn it back to you. This is KAJAX, Portable Pedestrian.
Thanks a lot there, Wendy. Renee shakes her head and says same to you and Rod. You guys have a wonderful one, and always nice to start off the week talking to you guys. Be safe and enjoy. We'll catch you next Monday and hope to see you guys again very soon. With that, let me get Randy in here, KD8ZSH, and that way he can get on with his day, and then I'll jump up and grab a couple of the marks here. KD8ZSH, this is NT8D.
KD8ZSH, good morning, Dave. Thank you for the jump. Today's the day that our daughter Kathy is supposed to be transferred to the nursing facility. We haven't heard anything one way or the other, so we're assuming no news is good news, and that everything is proceeding in the way it's supposed to. So I'd like to thank everybody for their prayers, their thoughts, and we just kind of hope that everything turns out the way that everybody's been praying for. So you guys have a good one. Be safe out there. KD8ZSH clear. Back to net. 73s, everyone.
All right there, Randy. Well, we're thinking about you and their family. Hope everything goes smoothly and she can get settled in, and you guys can find yourself a comfortable routine. Wishing you the very best. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate you being part of the Barometer Net. Take care of yourself. Let's see. Let's grab a couple of the marks in here. Southern Mark was in and out. Let's go ahead and grab Central Mark, K4OG. Mr. Middle Mark, nice to see you this weekend. Over to you.
NTAD, K4OG. Thank you, Dave. It was great to see you and Renee. I want to say one more time happy birthday to November 8 Whiskey Bravo. Happy birthday, Stephen. And, thanks for turning me on and spending time with you guys at Sunset Grill over there at Bear Point Harbor. So that was really awesome, Dave. The appetizers were delicious. The pollock bites and egg rolls, superb. And the drinks were awesome too. My Bacardi and Coke was big enough. I'm glad I didn't go for the double or the tall or anything extra. And if I had one more than one, I know I'd have probably been spending the night on Jeff's couch. So, it was fun, and I hope y'all enjoyed the band. I hate to miss that. K4OG, back to net.
Oh, Roger there, Mark. Real pleasure imbibing with you. Singer is okay. It's a little bit loud. And we stayed for most of that, and then Jeff and Renee and I head down to the high water and had a couple more down there. Threw a couple of dollars into the Queen of Hearts game, see what happens on Wednesday. I think they've got it's up over $500,000 now for the grand prize. And you get to keep 90% of it if you win. Hi. This is a place where they had just like 50,000 people one time up there at Fairport Harbor to play that Queen of Hearts game. So, but since my buddy lives right down the street within walking distance, he doesn't have to worry about showing up or not. He just walks right in. You have a good one, Mark. Again, pleasure hanging out with you. Do it again soon, I hope. Come on by. Let's get to Northern Mark, KC8FQV. Good morning, Mark. Hopefully you had a good weekend as well. Sounds like you rode some rides. NTAD.
Yep, Dave, yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm coming through the Newberry machine. Sounds good. Yeah, they had a ham fest Saturday. I guess it was Saturday down at Cincinnati. So I didn't miss out because over at Kings Island, yeah, well, about a half hour from me, that ham fest was. But I was there at Kings Island, and boy, oh boy, Mystic Timbers really can give you a good ride, and the beach both. Yeah, you don't use your muscles and keep them exercised. You can know them. You know that finds all of your body parts. But everything else is good. And I did see some Facebook stuff from the Warren Ham Fest, and it looked like they had a good showing there for Andy's. So maybe Andy will come in. I know he didn't stick around last night. I think he probably was tuckered out from the Ham Fest. So we'll send it back to Net, Dave, KCFQV. And before, we had some good downpours coming home up north of Columbus yesterday. Matter of fact, I got off to use the restroom and came out and get in the car. About a minute or two, here it comes. So I waited about 20 minutes before I went. So we'll send it back to Net, KCFQV.
Roger, Mark. Yeah, they were scattered throughout the area. We got hit a couple of times this weekend. Good weather for the Lighthouse event, though. It sprinkled just a little bit for a few minutes, and that's pretty much all the rain we got the whole day. So that worked out really pretty well. Okie doke. Let's see here. Let me open up a quick window for mobiles and short timers. If you're not, I'll get you on the list. I just want to get make a window for mobiles in here. I still have MNT, BJN, CFY, and JKO coming up. This is NTAD Dave with the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net. Let's take some check-ins. Let me know if you're mobile or very short time.
Dad. This is Kilo, Julia, 5, Delta, India Tango. This is Matthew of Arkadelphia, Arkansas. Good morning.
Kilo, Foxtrot 8, Echo Tango Uniform, KF8, ETU, Adam, mobile.
Please copy Kilo, Echo 8, Uniform, India Bravo, KE8, UIB, John, mobile. I know I doubled in there.
N8Y,
Echo 8,
Yankee Mike,
Tango
Yankee,
Lima Bravo, KE8, TLB. Randy and Rittman. Good morning, everyone.
Kilo Foxtrot 6, Peace on Earth, Christian in Bath.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Oscar Golf, KF8, EOG, Pete, mobile, I'll be in and out.
Number 7, Victor Alpha November, N7 VAN, Brian Mobile, in and out, 73s.
All right, let me go and make sure I got here. Thank you, Brian and Pete, for your in and outs. KF8 EOG and 7 VAN. Appreciate it. Added DIT, YMY, TLB, and POE. Thank you, guys. We'll get to you in a minute. Mobiles, we got UIB, TCP, and ETU. Good morning, folks. KEA, UIB, John, and Lori, DTP. Go ahead. And then ETU, you're up next.
NTAD from KE8 UIB along with KF8 DTP. Good morning, Dave, and everybody on the net.
Good morning, Dave, and everybody on the net. Happy Monday.
All right, you guys, it is Monday. We are trucking along here from Massillon to Hartville in the Jackson area right now. Arlington and Portage, to be precise, and traffic kind of light, so hey, we will take that as a win. And let me see the weekend. It was a really, really good weekend. Friday was kind of rainy. We didn't really get outdoors like we wanted to, but we did go to Dave & Buster's and enjoyed walking the mall and stuff, and then snuck out a little bit later, did some fishing, so that was a nice way to spend Friday. And Saturday we did do we went to Ernie's Bike Shop. They loaded up our kayaks for us, took us 6 miles upriver, dropped us off, and we spent the day floating down river fishing. It was really nice, a lot of good panfish. Lori caught a couple nice rock bass and a few really nice smallmouth bass. I had a smallmouth in there and quite a few panfish, so it was a nice adventure. And yesterday we just kind of relaxed, so that was a great way to spend the weekend. So with that, hope everybody enjoyed theirs. This is KE8 UIB along with KF8 DTP.
We are living that $5 dream, a nickel at a time. 7 3s, y'all.
Thanks for running the net this morning, Dave.
All right there, folks. Sounds like you guys had a great weekend. Always nice to talk to you on a Monday and get the week started. Have a safe day at work. Get as many nickels as you can. And we'll talk to you again next week, if not before then. 73. KF8 ETU. Good morning, Adam. Happy Monday to you. How was your weekend?
NTAD, this KF8 ETU. Morning, Dave, and everyone on the net. It was a nice weekend. We had a lot of fun at the Fairport Harbor Lighthouse. Made some contacts on 40 meters. Got to make some eyeball QSOs and have some fun. We explored the harbor a little bit, and after we left, we went over and did a quick photo activation over at the Headlands Beach. Stopped at REI on our way home and picked up a few goodies for camping, and it was a nice weekend. Yesterday was just errands and chores and catching up, so I've got a busy week. The kids are back to school on Wednesday, so everybody be careful and watch for kids and buses on your way to work, because they'll be out there starting. Other than that, everybody have a great day. I'll see everybody at the meeting. This is KF8ETU saying 7-3.
All right there, Adam. Good to see you out there, and glad you had a good time and made it a useful trip as well. Yeah, I was a teacher for quite a few years. This is a traumatic part of the year for me still. You have a good one. Thanks for checking in. Do appreciate it. Let me go back and see. I called Craig. He wasn't there. Let's give it one more shot. AAACT. Are you there, Craig?
Good morning, Dave, NT8D. Yeah, I was there. I had a walk. I was helping my wife do something, and I'm walking out the door, so good morning. Made one contact up at Fairport Harbor with Lane, and a couple others spread out across the country. So with that, to all the Barometer Netters, I hope your day is well. It is a marvelous Monday. The sun is out. Unfortunately, the temperature is up, too. We're up to 72.5 degrees down here already. Be safe. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for getting me in. This is AA8CT back to NT8D. Take care, Dave. We'll catch you down the log and maybe see you Thursday.
Right there, Craig. Glad we got you in. Sounds like you had a successful weekend. I'm going to be missing the Thursday meeting. I've got a rehearsal. Band I just started playing with is playing a gig at the Rialto Theater in Akron Friday evening, 7 o'clock, featuring a Frank Sinatra-style singer. So come on out and see us at the Rialto if you can. Yeah, I'll have to wait till next month to catch the next meeting. But you take care. Hope to see you soon, and be safe out there. Best to you and your wife. Next, we're going to go and get our critter report from Tom. And stand by Mark down there in Tennessee. We're going to come down to you for weather in just a moment. KA8MNT, this is NT8D. Good morning, Tom. How was your weekend?
NT8D, this is KA8MNT. Good morning, Dave, and everybody else that is on the net this morning. Well, we're starting off this Monday morning with Ohio gray and 72 degrees, no wind and no rain since midnight. We had 1.25 inches last evening, so it rained pretty good there. Let me see, the barometer this morning is at 29.93. Today's high is going to be a super hot 77 degrees. Cloudy with 52% chance of rain. So, finally a cooler day. Well, this whole weekend's been fairly cool. But things have been going pretty good around here. We didn't get a lot done over the weekend. Let's see, what else? What did we do? We didn't do a lot, so... I was just stayed down here. I was playing with my Meshtastic stuff and also some 3D printing, and that was about it. I come across the guy on the video. He calls himself Electro Boom. A lot of you probably heard of him, but this morning I happened to see it, and he took a 12-volt battery that you would put like in a ammo can radio setup, and put a wire across it and shocked himself pretty good. Then he put it up against his face and it didn't get shocked. Then he put it on his tongue. And he says, I guess you don't eat batteries, after basically electrocuted him. This guy's all the time getting himself shocked for doing one thing or another, playing with capacitors and stuff. He's crazy. So, anyhow, that's enough rambling around and everything like that, so let me grab a quick nickel. KA, in a minute, you're returning. My wife just told me she accidentally used my deodorant. She said she could already feel herself going deaf and that she hasn't been able to find anything all morning. And with that, I want to say 7-3s, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep smiling. This is Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango. Turn everything over to this Monday morning NCO, NT8D.
All right there, Tom. Thank you very much. It's always nice to smile on a Monday morning. Wishing you and Linda a wonderful start to your week. Glad it was a rather relaxing weekend. You don't want to be too busy all the time. We'll catch you next Monday, and we're sorry we'll miss you at this meeting, but we'll see you soon. With that, we're going to get our weather report from Mark in Tennessee, and then stand by Ray. We're going to come out to Tulsa and say hi to you in just a second. WB6BGAN, this is NT8D. Over to you.
All right. Good morning, Dave. And you know what, Tom? You always do. You bring a smile in the mornings with your little chuckle. Well, I really like it. It's great. Gets everybody started, that's for sure. All right, let's go ahead and look at what's going on weather-wise here. 30.00.0, 30 inches even on the barometer, and it says steady, but it's kind of showing some signs of rising a little bit there. It's 78.4 and 73 degrees on the dew point. We had a low of 78.1. When I got up this morning, it was still in the 80s. Terrible. Hot weather. Humidity 84%, and wind is northeast 1 to 3 out of the northeast. Clear skies. They are expecting some thunderstorms here later this afternoon, about a 30% chance. Let me take a break. And more thunderstorms. You guys are going to get tired of hearing this. More thunderstorms for Ohio. It just continues. But there is some good news. Now we're getting some bona fide cold fronts that are bringing down some Arctic air, some polar air. Now, it won't make you freeze, but it will bring more comfortable conditions, drier air behind each front, and a little Canadian air. And it's noticed in the dew points. Way up north, they're having dew points in the 30s, 40s, which is important because that tells you about the air mass. Instead of the 60 and 70 degree dew points, you get the lower dew points, the drier air, and between systems. You still get thunderstorms as the front comes through, but they're bona fide cold fronts now. And that's bringing us toward an early start to fall. I think El Nino conditions are going to start to really kick in. That high pressure area that's currently over the mid-south is going to move west toward California. Let me take a break. Essentially is happening, and it's going to take its sweet time. So there's a lot of us that are going to stay hot, especially in the mid-south and the deep south for a while. But what happens over time is a low-pressure area is establishing in itself along the eastern seaboard, and at the same time, this very strong high that's been over the middle and southern part of the United States is going to move westward and set itself up over the Rockies into California. So the western United States is going to get the heat, and we're going to get the cooler temperatures. But it's going to take some time. These patterns just don't go away, but it is showing signs of weakening. Yay. So that's the situation. Hurricane Lala in the Pacific brought 35 inches of rain to the big island of Hawaii. They had real heavy rain, a lot of rain, a lot of high winds, strong winds, did some damage down there. Lala is now moving westward away from the Hawaiian Islands, so things should start improving. Nothing at all in the Atlantic. That is just typical of a strong, record-breaking El Nino. Those waves coming off of Africa just run into dry air and they're done. They're gone. So very hostile environment for hurricanes in the Atlantic, which is good for folks that live in the Atlantic area, the Atlantic Basin. Other than that, more thunderstorms for you guys, more thunderstorms for the Midwest, but cooler temperatures, and eventually the same here in the South and Mid-South. Back to you there, Dave, doing a great job. Thanks a lot, and talk to you later. Everybody be safe. We'll be back probably on Wednesday, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's prayer day. We have a prayer group that meets in the morning. Back to you, sir. WB6BJ, and everyone have a blessed day.
All right there, Mark. Thank you for your report. You have a wonderful day, a good day tomorrow. We'll listen for you on Wednesday morning. Happy Monday to you. Be safe. Let's get out to Tulsa to say hi to K5 CFY. JKO, you're on deck.
D K5 CFY. Good morning, Dave. Good to hear you out there. Not much going on here. I tried to make contact with the lighthouse. Heard Lane in there, had a good copy on him, but he couldn't hear me. But anyway, we tried. Not much going on here. They say it's going to be a little cooler today, so we're looking forward to that. But thanks for being there, Dave. Have yourself a great day and stay safe. K5 CFY, back to you.
All right, Ray. Sorry you couldn't make that contact. Glad you could hear us, though. I'll tell you that that end-fed half wave worked really nice with the far end strung up on the lighthouse tower. It was really neat that we were able to use the tower as part of our antenna structure. It worked out really good. And another guy brought out a Delta loop, which is a really interesting antenna. Got that set up nice out in the field in front of the museum there. Excellent location to work from. A little weak down towards the south, but boy, what a shot over the lake. You have a good one. Nice to talk to you, Ray. We'll try to catch you on a boredom breaker here this week. We're going to go to Joe, N8JKO. Good morning. And then Matthew in Arkadelphia. We're coming to you next.
W8WKY.
Good morning, Net Control. Sorry about the long pause. Was helping out the XYL in the laundry room. But all's good. Well, we got 72 degrees and 92% humidity here along the beautiful north coast in Willoughby, Ohio. And right now, counting our blessings, even though we got like 94% cloud cover, the UV index is 0, and the winds are north at 6 miles per hour, so counting our blessings. As for the events, well, let me put it this way. Saturday was an interesting time. Came out, and it was a pleasure to meet several of the members of SARA out at the lighthouse. And actually, my appreciation is because you guys did me a favor. Been trying to get in touch with the lighthouse for presentations for our own club up here in Lake County. So you guys gave me the connection, and I've already sent off the emails to see what we can arrange. So I sincerely appreciate that. Break for time. But I got to ask for a little bit of advice. A few times let's just say I finally rolled out of bed early and was going to check into the early bird net, but didn't get a chance. How early do you have to get up for early bird net to check into the net? And otherwise, things are going well for Denise, she's every day there's improvement, so I count our blessings, and looking forward to a great week. So I will send that back to Net Control with best wishes to everyone. Please take care. God bless you all. And 7-3. NHJKO back to Net Control.
W8WKY repeater PL1 14.8.
All right there, Joe. It was really nice to get to chat with you for a while, and glad we got that connection made between you and Marty and getting for your group up there. And I had a great time talking with your wife as well. Let's see, advice. Actually, the early bird net is some informal thing that kind of just happens spontaneously. A bunch of guys start talking before 6 o'clock, maybe 5:30ish sometimes. WAAGXX is in there. Sometimes K5CFY is in there. Sometimes WATD might be in there before 6. And then Jim comes on a little before that, WBA-VMW, and then he generally runs through a list of his between 6 and 6:30. So I would suggest getting in there early and saying hi to Jim when he gets on, and just ask him if he can put you on his list. And I'm sure he'd be more than happy to do that for you there, Joe. All right, let's see. I got a few more I'm going to run down on my list, and we'll take some more check-ins. KJ5DIT, Matthew, good morning. Nice to have you aboard, and YMY, you're on deck.
Good morning. We've had a morning of wrangling children. School started last week. They're excited. They're getting their new school clothes on. They're happy, except for one, and she don't want to wake up. It's school year. But it's going to be nice for Nana and Pava, because they're all going to be in school about 8 o'clock, and then it's just the two of us until school's out. But we're looking at a normal summer day here. We're looking at maybe high 70s and then getting up to the hundreds. We don't usually come down until, mid-September, so we'll have to see what happens. I guess the node's back up. I've been able to contact y'all. You have a good day. 73.
All right there, Matthew. You have a great start to your week. Wishing you and the grandkids a happy Monday. Stay on the cool side of the door. That's my advice. You have a good one. Take care. 73. Let's see, John, NAYMY. Nice to get you in here. Missed you on the early bird. And Randy, you're on deck.
NT8D N8YMY. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I was on my EchoLink app, and Jim called out for me, and I went to get back to him, and then I heard him saying, nobody out there. So I don't know what happened, but we just got back in town. We were on the road with the motorhome since Wednesday morning. Went to East Harbor State Park for a couple days. Went over to Put-in Bay, spent a day over there. Then we shot over to Maumee Bay, stayed at Maumee Bay for a couple days. Enjoyed the west side of Lake Erie. And hey, to answer Joe's question, JKO, I usually key up about 5:15, 5:20 in the morning, and I call out a couple different people. Tom usually comes in there about 5:30. And it's usually about 3 of us in there until Craig will come in, and then sometimes John's lurking in there. But there's always a little activity by 5:30. So get in there, Joe, and talk to us in the morning. And Good to hear you, Dave. I think you said you weren't going to be at the meeting Thursday, so we probably won't see you, but hopefully we'll see some faces Thursday. And with that, we'll say 7-3. Everybody have a great day. It's wet, so do whatever you do when it's wet. Talk to you soon. That ain't YMY.
Roger there, John. Thanks for getting that information out. I'm sure Joe will be happy to join you guys in the mornings. And, yeah, it's a dress rehearsal for us Thursday night. The only rehearsal we have with the singer before the show on Friday, which is generally how I like to do things. No sense wasting time. You have a good one there, John, and nice to chat with you. Sorry things hung up on you this morning, but really happy we got you in on a Monday morning. Have a great start to your week. Wishing you a happy Monday. Catch you next time. Randy, KE8TLB, so nice to chat with you on a Monday morning. Thanks for getting in here. And Christian, you're on deck.
Hey, good morning, all you groovy cats, groovy chicks. Hey, this is Kilo Echo 8 Tango Lima Bravo, KE8TLB, Randy and Rittman. Yeah, just sitting here enjoying a cup of coffee and looking out there at the hillside. Yep. Yeah, just got to get in and work at noon, so just going to hang out here and doing some more painting on the carport. I got half of the rafters put up, and so I'm got to paint the other half. And I put some hurricane straps on it. Thought that would help hold the rafters down a little bit out here in the great windy area over here. So, Dave, appreciate you getting me in. And this is Kilo Echo 8 Tango Lima Bravo, KE8TLB. I'll be 73. God bless everyone. Have a great day. Thanks, Dave, for getting me in. You guys do a great job.
Thanks a lot there, Randy. It sounds like you're getting some stuff done. And, yeah, I really would love to do something like that on the side of the house and actually put the boat in there and open up my garage again. It's a little tight in there with the boat and the car, but they both stay safe, and that's the idea. But good luck getting things done. Don't work too hard today. Sounds like you're rather kind of work on the carport probably anyways, but enjoy. You stay groovy, my friend, and we'll catch you next week. KF6POA, Christian, POE, sorry. You're up, and then we're going to take a round of check-ins.
W8WKY.
NTAD. Kilo Foxtrot 6, Papa Oscar Echo here. Far out, man. Sounds like it was a great weekend up at the lighthouse. Sorry, I missed it. Had to work. Talked about it briefly at work. Not very many normal people interested, and not enough abnormal people around me. Yeah, FQV going down to Kings Island there. If you saw a mime there, that's my buddy, Matt the Mime. He's been doing mime at that park for like 27 years or something absurd. Met him when I was performing on cruise ships, and he's very excited about mime. Not so excited about ham radio, though. Hard one to sell on it. Yeah, I don't know why. In any case, sounds like it was a good trip out there, too. YMY, making me jealous, relaxing in Mommy Bay and just tooling around. But you work hard, so you deserve every moment of relaxation, John. With that, I'll pass it back to Net Control. This is Kilo Foxtrot 6, Purity of Essence, here in Bath, Ohio. 73s.
All right there, Christian. Thanks so much. Great to start out the week with you. And Renee just asked me if she can get a study book, so I'm making progress here. Anyways, you guys have a great day. Take care. I got to take some check-ins here. It is 10 minutes before the hour. This is Dave, NTAD, with the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net on the WAWKY. Taking check-ins, please call if you'd like to join us. Let me know if you are mobile.
WATX Charlie 8, Sierra, Bravo Zulu, Chris and Ravenna, in and out.
WATXX mode.
Kilo Charlie 8, Lima, Yankee Golf, KC8 LYG, in and out, please.
This is Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie X-Ray Hotel, John Otters, Crossburg, Ohio.
KB8LJ.
November 8, Victor Foxtrot Kilo, N8, VFK, Cliff Plumbing Station.
Let me pick it up. I'm going to get to Tom here in just a second. Chris, CBZ, Charlie Bravo Z. Can I get your prefix again, please?
Good morning, Dave. It was Kilo Charlie 8, Sierra, Bravo, Zulu.
All right, we'll get right back to you. So I got Chris there, I got GXX, I got LYG, I got CXH, I got 8LJ, VFK, and I got 8WS. Get you in a second there, Bill. WA8GXX Mobile. Go ahead there, Tom.
Morning, Dave. Sounds like an exciting weekend, and glad things went good at the Lighthouse. And sorry you're going to miss the meeting, but yep, things come up. All right, you have a great one, and thanks for being there. NTAD, WATXX Mobile.
Hi, Tom. Thanks very much. Glad we got you in here. Missed you a little bit earlier. Stand by there, Bill. I know your status. I want to try Chris and LYG here. Didn't catch their status here, and then we'll get through the rest of the list. Chris, KC8, CBZ, go ahead with your transmission. Didn't catch you if you're mobile or not, but go right ahead. Spinning out. KC8LYG. Let me make sure I got you in there, Rick. Is it, I didn't catch your status as well.
Good morning, Dave. This is KC8LYG. I was going to be in and out, but I'll jump in and say hello and good morning. Just sitting out here out back watching the Cardinals eat and listening to the birds and looking at all the yard work I got to do today, if I can find an opportunity to do it. With that, I'll say 73s. Everyone have a blessed day. Good hearing you, Dave. And back to net control. KC8LYG cleared.
All right. Hope you get time to get everything done. My lawn tractor is around the corner. I got a small motor guy who lives in the neighborhood. And there were just enough things wrong with my tractor that I decided to have somebody else do the work on it. It's 25 years old. I've been doing the maintenance myself mostly along the way, and I thought it was about time to have a professional give it a once-over. So hopefully we'll get that back this week, start mowing on the lawn. You take care. Got you in here. All right. Bill, NAWS, good morning, my friend. You're up with your report. And KF8CXH, you're on deck.
NTAD in a group, NAWS. Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Lynette. My air quality index is morning's at 65. My trapo's between the 1 and the 2, depending on where you live in Ohio. Sunrise this morning was 6:38. Sunset is 8:29. Length of day 13 hours 41 minutes. Let's see here. Solar flux indices at 114. Sunspot number 100. A is 9, K is 0. Geomagnetic field is inactive. No east shift predicted. Oh, goodness. Let me break for time. Okay, I got 71 degrees this morning. Humidity 96%. Winds are west at 6 miles an hour. Barometer 2996. 2.7 degrees. Visibility 9 miles. Prediction for today is a chance of showers before 2 p.m., then a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms between 2 and 3 p.m. Patchy fog before 9 a.m., otherwise cloudy, then gradually becoming sunny with a high near 78. North winds 5 to 8 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation is 40%. The rainfall amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch, except higher amounts in thunderstorms. And we had a couple of doozy thunderstorms yesterday, dropped a lot of rain. Okay, let's see. From here we go to spaceweather.com. Geomagnetic storm watch. A magnetic filament erupted from the sun on August 14th and hurled a CME into space. NOAA models predict a glancing blow on Earth on the 17th of August. The impact could spark a minor G1 class geomagnetic storm with high latitudes auroras possible, and a UFO bubble over the Great Lakes. It appeared without warning on Saturday night, August 15th. A luminous bubble expanded over the Great Lakes in the middle of a point of light, slowing, moved away. I've never seen anything like it, reports Bob Wiki, who photographed the display from Awanda Park, Ontario. And currently there's only 3 sunspot groups on the sun. That's about it for me, Dave. Everybody have a great rest of the week. NT8D in the group, 73 NAWS.
All right there, Bill. Thank you so much for your report. Sounds like they were communicating with the Lake Erie monster. You have a terrific Monday. Thanks again. And I'll talk to you next week. Listen for you throughout with the other guys. Let's see, KF8 CXH. You're up there, John. And Chuck, you're on deck.
W8WKY.
Well, good morning to all. It's another work week. I had something interesting this morning at about 3:15 a.m. I had a bunch of chicken eggs in an incubator. And this is the first time I've ever done that, and I watched my very first egg hatch from poking the hole in it to ripping all the way around the shell and kicking the eggshell halves apart and taking its first breath of air and walking around. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And that was not the one that I was watching last night when I went to bed. So apparently there's going to be 2 of them at least. It was very interesting. So not much else to say. And so I'll just say 73 all. I'll turn this back over to Net Control. This is Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie X-Ray Hotel out of Strasburg, Ohio.
Hi there, John. Well, thanks so much. Appreciate you being here on a Monday morning at the Barometer Net. Sounds like everything's just going, and, you know, work weeks are work weeks. I got one coming up as well. This is another busy one. Last 2 days are like playing music, though, so that's not too bad, but it still ends up being work. 2.5-hour rehearsal is still a long rehearsal. Usually we don't get but maybe a 5 or 10 minute break if we do get one. I don't think we're even going to get one Thursday night. Too much stuff to get through. and everybody's just going to want to go home at the end. So, you have a good one. Take care. Be safe. Happy Monday to you. Catch you next time. KB8LJ, Chuck, good morning. Nice to hear you this morning. Hope you had a good weekend, and we're going to go to Cliff after that.
NTD from KB8LJ. Good morning, everyone out there in the group. Well, I didn't participate in a lighthouse and lightships event. I was kind of thinking about maybe heading out that way, but had enough on my mind that I didn't do it. But one thing did happen that I'm curious about. Yesterday afternoon on the Alira repeater, W8WKY on 147.39, a bunch of guys got on there and they were doing apparently testing their rigs for ideal modulation settings and so on, and they were doing it for a long time, and I couldn't figure out how they were doing it. It sounded like they were transmitting DTMF tones to something somewhere, and then it would come back and tell them whether it was strong, weak, or whatever. And I'm pretty sure it was something that came in over Allstar, because I don't think there was anything locally on the 3.9 machine that would explain it. So just kind of curious there as to what was going on, because all they said was that they were testing their gain settings, and is followed by all of the clicks that you normally hear when DTMF tones are being suppressed for whatever reason, and big mystery. So, KB8LJ, back to net.
Comment.
Please, go ahead, comment.
NG8D, this is KD8SLG. I'd like to respond to KB8LJ. What you heard, Chuck, and what everybody else heard was somebody cross-linked. That is, they attached us to 55553, which is a node testing node where you dial up and you talk to it. It parrots back to you and tells you your signal test. I think we've talked about that before. I disconnected it repeatedly. The individual kept reconnecting. So, and this was during the executive committee meeting, so we just had to permanently ban that node who was connecting us. So, pro tip here, node users, do not link to more than one node at a time. Please. This is KD8SLG. Back to net control. Thanks, Dave.
Well, Nick, thank you very much for the public service announcement. Myself, not being a node user, would not have been able to be that informative. Just a good reminder that we are supposed to be doing good ham radio practice. Always. Thanks for being around here, Nick. Watching you on the blue screen, too. We're going to take check-ins in just a minute. Let me get Cliff in here, N8VFK. Good morning, Cliff. Happy Monday to you. I hope you had a good weekend.
NGAD Internet. This is N8VFK. Good morning, Dave. And all the other listeners out there. Just listening to Nick, I was trying to think, nobody knows nodes like Nick knows. Hi. here on this marvelous Monday in Columbia Station, I've got 72 degrees. I got 71 degree dew point. Let's see, 94% humidity, barometer at 29.97, and climbing slightly. Looking at the radar, no rain out there. We didn't really get much rain here yesterday in Columbia Station. I got 0.11 of an inch, but I was looking at the radar, and at the same time, I was like, boy, they're getting a lot more further south than me. And listening this morning, yeah, they did. I wasn't quite sure what I was going to talk about today, but you brought up about your gig coming up with a Frankie style theme, and I tell you that brought to my mind and my memories of my late wife was a big time Frankie fan, and I've got several of his recordings in my collection. If she was still around, I know what we'd be doing on Friday. And by the way, I also do, even though I'm a kind of a headbanger in music style, I do listen to my Sirius XM Frankie channel periodically. And about a week or so ago, I had it on, and I had it kind of cranked up a little bit with my garage doors open. And my neighbor kind of looked over at me like, "What are you listening to?" Because he's a headbanger too. That was funny. Anyway, just wanted to throw that out there. My wife would really enjoy that kind of that gig you got coming up. So with that, I'll hand it back over to you, Dave. And NCAD is NAVFK 73s, everyone.
All right, there, Cliff. Well, I'm very sorry you're going to miss it then. And I did get to see Frank once, towards the end of his life. I was working for a television station down in Cincinnati that was owned by a company that has an insurance conglomerate. And so for the corporate Christmas party, they rented out the big theater downtown Cincinnati and hired Frank as our entertainment for our Christmas party. So it was pretty neat. Rather than being the musician entertaining, I got to be entertained by Frank Sinatra. It was very interesting. He had a drink in his hand the entire show. By the end of the second set, he was starting to forget the lyrics a little bit and did a little more scat than he was during the beginning. Hi. Well, you have a great one, Cliff. Thanks a lot. Do appreciate it. Thanks for keeping everything straight on the W8WKY repeater, where we are now running the Barometer Net. And I'm out of check-ins in the moment. Anybody else like to get on the list? This would be a good time to call.
W8WKY.
November 0, Bravo Fox checking in on EchoLink.
KC1DQS, Paul in Maine.
AE8, VOX at Kilo Echo 8, Victor Oscar X-Ray, Scott, Vermilion.
KD8, QOL, Kilo Delta 8, Quebec Oscar Lima. This is Keith over here in Kenmore, and I'll just be checking in and out. 73 to you, Dave, and everybody else in this line. That have a wonderful Monday. Kilo 8, Kilo Charlie Sierra, K8, KCS, Zach in Dalton, mobile. And now, 8BL.
All right, let me pick it up. Zach, I'm going to get you here in just a second. There was a collision at the beginning. I do have KZA BLD. I got Keith QOL in and out. Thanks, Keith. I got VOX, VQX, and HTD. Somebody was right there at the beginning doubling with John. It might have been in November 0 or something like that. Would you come back, please?
Sorry, Dave, that may have been me. WA8KOC.
November 0, Bravo Foxtrot.
WA8KOC and November 0 Bravo Foxtrot. Terrific. We'll get right to you guys. Again, Keith, thanks for your in and out. Happy Monday to you. Let me get to Zach first. K8KCS Mobile. Good morning, Zach. Nice to see you at the Lighthouse, and I hope you had a great time. You just did wonderful work.
NT8D and the net. Good morning, Dave. Good morning, everyone. This is K8KCS. Yeah, I had a great time this weekend. A bit of a drive, but it was definitely worth it. Got to see everyone, meet a few new faces, and had a good time setting up and operating. So a little slow on the digital side, but had some good conversations, and it was all worth it. So anyway, we've got I forget 75 degrees I think it was when I left the house, something like that. And some cloudy skies here in Dalton. We've got the coffee and headed to work. So we'll just say hello, send it back to net. This is K8KCS.
All right, well, thanks for getting in here on a Monday morning on the way to work. Appreciate it. Really filling up the log here nicely at the end. And again, nice to see you over the weekend. Hopefully we'll get to see you again on another activity soon. Not sure what's coming up next. I'm going to have to check out the wa8wky.org webpage to find out. Just a little plug there. Let's see. Let me get Fred in here real quick. KWA8KOC. Usually you're in and out, but let me say hello to you. And then stand by N0BF. I want to say hello to you. Fred, go ahead.
Good morning, Dave. Good morning to everybody else on the net. Hopefully I'm not going to hold you up too much, but I just did want to get on here and say hello and thank the club and all the participants for the Lighthouse work that was done this past weekend. I'm sure it was a blast to be out there. Currently, talking about what's going on around here, gas at Sam's Club down on Portage Road, North Canton, is still $3.67 a gallon. That's where it was yesterday. And as far as other things are concerned, Citgo over on East Avenue. By the way, you got the Kenmore boys in here, me and Keith. And it's good to be encircled by my buddy Cliff, N8VFK, and Paul, KC1, VQS. Citgo over on East Avenue, $3.89 a gallon. Arco over on East Avenue, $4.15 a gallon. Marathon over on East Avenue, $4.39 a gallon. And BP up here at the corner of Waterloo and Manchester still screwing us Kenmore people around, $4.47 a gallon. Information from Kerry, WACTM's weather station around the corner here from me in Long Lake, Portage Lakes. 72.3 degrees currently, 72.0 for the dew point. Man, there's a lot of moisture and humidity on the windows around here. 0.9 miles per hour winds out of the south-southeast. Maybe gusts up to possibly 4.5 later today. 0.97 inches of rain. We got some rain yesterday, that's for sure. 29.91 on the barometer, 99% humidity, sunrise 6:39 and sunset 8:24. Thanks for taking my check-in, Dave. I hope that you and everybody else have a great start to the week. 7-3 to all, and NT8D in the Barometer Net, WA8KOC.
All right there, Fred. Glad you could stick around for a while this morning on a Monday morning. Appreciate it. Going to be out in your neck of the woods. It's Friday night at the Rialto. So I'll send you a text about that. Maybe you and your XYL might want to have a date or something like that. Hopefully you can stick around, and we'll see you later on. We'll miss you at the meeting, sorry. Who do I got up? Oh, I'm going to go to N0BF. Steven, I'm not familiar with you on the net. Thanks for joining us on a Monday morning. Over to you.
This is N0BF. Well, thanks for picking me up. I'm using EchoLink here into W8WKY-R. So that's where I'm coming in, and that's probably why it's probably got a lag. It's probably why I doubled with the other people. Anyway, thanks for checking me in. This is Steve. I'm located in Bay Village, Ohio. So been here about a year. So I'll try checking in here more often now that I've figured out a little bit about how this works. I guess you're on here every day except for Sunday. So anyway, this is Steve again. Thanks for checking me in. I'll listen for a bit, then I'll probably head out and do some chores. This is N0BM.
Roger, Steve. Well, thanks for joining us on a Monday morning especially. My name's Dave, NTAD. Fred, the guy you just heard, WAHKOC, is our net control operator tomorrow and Wednesday morning. Then our ex-president, Gary, AAHCS, is on Thursdays and Fridays. And then we have various people, PMI-K, PMI, N8WB, and Phil and Stefan often do Saturdays and trade-offs. Sometimes Rod will do a Saturday from down in Florida. So, we're here 7 days a week, starting at 7 a.m. Eastern. And then you've got the Boredom Breaker net that we pick up Wednesdays and Saturdays. The Beacon net is Sunday night and Wednesday night. Pre-net starts at 9:30. So lots of great activity here. Make sure you go to w8wky.org. And you can follow along with everything that's going on. Thanks for joining us there, Steve. Hope to talk to you again next Monday. Let's see, John, W8TD, good to hear you on the net this morning. Been a while since I've seen you, and we should get some beer soon. And Paul, you're up next, but nice to have you aboard, NTAD.
NTAD in the net, W8TD, good morning all, and happy Monday. Nothing much to report. Yeah, it was disappointing last time. We didn't manage the libation, so next time we're stringing wires and playing antenna games, we'll try to make sure to complete the activity in the best fashion. Got a load of stuff I need to get to Jim. Thought I was going to get there yesterday and drop it off, but that didn't happen. So I'll either throw it in a box and ship it today, or I'll try to get there this week. Nothing really to report. Overslept a bit at the time I woke up. Net was already going, so I missed the earlier round table. And to comment on the question from the one fellow whose call I have already forgotten. Yeah, there's no exact pre-net. There's just some other stuff that goes on in the mornings. Some of the net controls for this net will listen to that activity and write down calls and consider them pre-checked in, which is fine. Some don't, so just participating in the early activities doesn't automatically check you into the net, because they're not really, it's not a formal pre-net thing. It's just other stuff that goes on until the net shows up. Had three printers running overnight. That hasn't happened for a while. It was kind of nice. It's not that I don't have 3 operational printers all the time, but I'm not usually that busy. And what were they all printing? Well, parts for 3D printers, of course. What else would you make? Putting together a couple extra machines and needed some parts and pieces. NTAD in the group. W8TD.
When machines make themselves, now all you have to do is connect it to AI, and you don't even have to be there anymore. Sounds like you had a productive weekend. And, that was Joe, NHAKO. He's head of the Lake County ham radio group up there. Not Lyra, the other one, Lurka or something like that. And he was been trying to get together with the Lighthouse folks and to get them to do presentations together or something, and hadn't made the connection yet, so he got that done on Lighthouse weekend. He came up and spent some time, made a few contacts, I believe, and he was just he wanted to know how to get in early, And yeah, I don't. I start taking down my list when Jim officially starts the 6:30 pre-net. I don't really write anything down before that, and I don't necessarily get everybody who's on the pre-net because some of them just aren't sticking around for the net. They go off to other things and just talk to Jim. So, but thanks a lot, John. Nice to talk to you. Hope to see you again in person soon. Take care of yourself, and good luck with the machines. Paul, KC1VQS, thanks you for checking in, and I want to hear what it looks like at the new digs at Scott's Place. KC1VQS, NTAD, over to you.
Well, good morning, Dave, and everyone on the net. We have a rainy day here today, 65 degrees, and looks like that's going to be our high for the day. And we're supposed to get rain most of the day. So it's a Monday, rainy days and Mondays. I think that was a song by the Carpenters, wasn't it? Anyway, I've heard, I think Fred was talking about gas prices. I just checked us hours out around here. Mostly $3.97, except for the Sam's Club, which is in Bangor, 45 minutes away. That's $3.78. This is the first time that I've seen it below $4, even though it's barely. But anyway, it's going in the right direction, even though slowly, too slow. And I guess that's about all we have. I got a busy week coming up preparing for a craft fair on Saturday. It's actually a night market, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. I did one in June, a night market, which wasn't, I mean, in June at 9 o'clock at night, it's not dark, and everyone had their lights, battery-operated lights for their tents. It's an outdoor event. So I think we won't have a problem with the dark this time. We've lost a lot of daylight up here, so unfortunately, but that's the way it goes. It is moving on to the last part of August. So, and this Friday, my father-in-law turns 97. Still doing well, so we'll be celebrating that. So take care, Dave. Thanks for taking my check-in. We'll talk next week. This is KC1VQS. Back to net.
All right there, Paul. Well, congratulations and very best to your father-in-law. Quite an achievement. Hopefully he gets into this Centurion Club. And enjoy your celebrations. Be safe in your travels. And again, nice to have you aboard on a Monday morning. And enjoy the end of summer as it comes up. We're in the state fair season, I believe, coming up, so it should be really pleasant. Catch you next Monday. Let me get up to Scott, KE8VOX. Last I heard, you were really enjoying the view out your back porch.
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, all the listeners. This is KE8VOX Scott up here on the shores of Lake Erie, Vermilion, Ohio. Well, it was a bit breezy on the porch this morning, Dave. Got the wind out of the east-northeast, east at between 17 and 8 miles an hour. That's given us about 1.5 foot waves on the lake. Just starting a white cap a little bit, and the lake temperature's been dropping the last couple of days. It's now down to 76.5. The air temperature up here is 70.9, and all that rain we had yesterday totaled up to 0.09 of an inch of rain. So no flooding, no puddles, no nothing around here. Not enough to really say. Still slowly making my way into the Radio Shack, and hopefully get to it this week. Get this straightened out. Never realized I had so much radio stuff. But anyway, comment on nodes. I got an Allstar Node. It's a clear node. Never had one before. Not computer literate. And I did that, linked up one time to the 390, and just Nick, KD8SLG, gave me the boot. Then we went RF, and he explained to me what was going on and what setting to push to turn on. There's a setting in there that it says disconnect before connecting, and I turned that. I've ever touched in the settings, and I never had a problem with it, so that's very helpful. Sure don't want to get booted from the Barometer Net there, not be able to make it in when the bands ain't playing nice. And Saturday, Dave, Saturday, I thought of you. I was sitting there, beautiful morning, beautiful day out, and sitting there drinking coffee on the porch, and looked out, and there was a sailboat. It was about, half mile out or so. Usually we don't get sail. But they pulled his sails and anchored, and looked like the whole family was out there swimming. And I thought of you, but boy, I wonder if that's Dave. Then I started looking at the sailboat a little bit more. And, they had a little dinghy boat and all that jazz. It was too big of a sailboat for me to be wanting to trailer around, and I know you trailer yours, so that gave me a pretty good. They sure were enjoying it. And, sometime Friday, I lost my SIM card in my phone, so it was a pretty quiet weekend here as far as phone calls. Got to go out and get a new phone. This one here is, I've had it for 12 years or so at least. None of the and all that stuff. So going out to get a new phone. That's about it. Thanks for doing the net, and thanks for getting me in. This is KE8 VOX, and then back to net control. 73, everyone.
Roger Scott. Well, Saturday was a beautiful day to be out on the water. Not really a lot of breeze out in Fairport during the day. It's kicked up a little bit more in the evening, and made a little bit more pleasant to be out, I suppose. But yeah, the really big boats. But my boat is not big enough to carry its own dinghy. But beautiful day to be out there. And thanks a lot for the report from Vermilion. A little bit of dropouts in your signal there, but we got 95% of it, and then you did kind of repeat when you did come back in, so all good. You take care. Have a great start to your week. Good luck finding a new phone. Hopefully you get a deal. This is NTAD Dave with the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net Monday morning. We're at the bottom of the hour, bottom of the list. I'm going to go ahead and make this last call. Going to get the week started here. Last call for the Barometer Net. Please call now.
Kilo Echo 8, Uniform Kilo Zulu. This is Alan in Cuyahoga Falls.
Alpha Bravo 8, Mike Oscar AB8, MO Mobile, Russell Township.
Whiskey 8, Hotel Romeo Foxtrot, W8 HRF, Josh Mobile.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha, KE8 VZA, Eric in Strongsville Mobile. In and out today, Dave. 7-3 all.
All right. Thank you for your in and out there, Eric. You be safe on the road. Got KZ8 VZA. Stand by, Alan. We'll get to you in a second. Let me get the mobiles in here. Got Josh and Andrew. Nice to have you both check in. We'll just take you in order. AB8MO. Good morning, Andrew. sorry we didn't make it to the Ham Fest there on Sunday. So I didn't end up leaving Fairport till like almost midnight, 11 o'clock. Me and a buddy met up, and we pretty much drank the rest of the evening. Over to you.
Yeah, NT8D from AB8MO. The guy's wearing one of those safety vests. That's good. Walking alongside the road. So I wish more people would do that. Good morning. I took a day off of work today. I am going to go meet a friend for breakfast here in Middlefield, so that's the only reason why I'm out. Other than that, I'd be out. I'd be out like a light right now. Hamfest went okay. We all think our attendance was down this year, and then we attribute that to the threat of rain. But we got a 99.9% dry Hamfest, and the reason the 0.9% was that we had a brief sprinkle, and it lasted for maybe 30 seconds, and that was it. So it was completely dry the entire Hamfest. We had about 250 people. We actually got a decent count on attendance. It was about 250 that attended, and that was down from last year. So only ones from the Barometer Net that I ran across were KB8LNK and KF80OGP. And if you were there, and I'm sorry I missed you. But those are I somehow missed a lot of Sarah guys this year if you guys came. So hopefully with the weather the forecast will cooperate better. Actually, the forecast changed like Saturday night, where it said that Sunday morning was going to be relatively dry for our area, and it was. Like I said, we squeaked it out dry at about 2 o'clock, 2:30. It poured like a dickens, but it didn't matter because we were closed and just about packed up. What else was I going to say? I don't remember now. Oh, I did get some ICOM chapstick. Let me drop it a sec. So ICOM was one of our supporters, and they sent us a bunch of what they call swag, so frequency charts, lanyards, and a bunch of other stuff, and I call it a goodie box, and they were giving away a bunch of chapsticks, so free chapstick. So since the Hamfest committee, by my decision, is ineligible to win any prizes, because it just looks bad to the attendees. What, that guy's in charge and you want a prize? It just looks bad. So it's nice to be able to come home from something, even if it was a piece of chapstick. So I'm delighted. And it has menthol in it, by the way. Not sure how I feel about menthol on my lips, but it definitely has menthol. I think I've run my mouth long enough. Better get Josh. He's probably destinated now. NT8D, this is AB8MO Mobile.
I came home with a lanyard once. I'm not sure if that's better than chapstick or not. You have a good one. Glad it was at least okay for you. And, everything's probably a little off this year for various reasons. That was part of our discussions at the Lighthouse, actually. You have a good one. Be safe. Happy Monday. Let's get Josh in here, W8HRF. Hello, Josh. I'm going to try to get some pictures up on the web cloud here today. Great weekend. Congratulations.
NT8D, W8HRF. Good morning, Dave, and everybody on the net. Good to hear you. Thanks, Dave. Sounds good. I'll keep an eye out for him. I assume you got the email I sent out to everybody that has the link in there, and if not, I can forward that along to you. Thanks to everybody who came out. It was a really, really good time. I thought it went well, and I was very pleased. And we got a lot of contacts, and got Marty, the Lighthouse president, on the air. That was super cool.
it's a great day. Thanks for starting the ball rolling with the idea, but Dave, I know we've been talking about this for well over a year, and before the COD, so I'm glad we were able to make it happen this year. So glad you got to stick around in Fairport and have some fun up there after the event. That's good, and yeah, it turned out to be a pretty good weekend. I got back afterwards, unloaded the van, and just relaxed with Lucy, which is super nice. And got the kids in bed. And then Sunday did church. And actually, we were sitting in the living room, and we had a couple of tickets to Props and Pistons. And I was like, man, I just want to sit in this chair. We're like, it's right there. It's 5 minutes away. We can just go walk around for an hour and then come back. So we did that because we were given some tickets. So we were there for about 30 minutes and got to see some stuff. And then the rain. There for about 30 minutes, the rain came in and we went home. So it was a very nice, very short trip. We could manage that after a long Saturday. So Betty her mind was blown, so I'm glad that we stopped by, so that was good. Bummed that we weren't able to make the Hamfest, Andy. Sorry to hear that attendance was down, but that's the way things go. They kind of ebb and flow, I notice. That's what I've been noticing over the years. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and stop rambling and send it back to you, Dave. Thanks for running the net. Thank you for being there this weekend. Really nice to see you, Renee, and your dad, and we'll catch y'all later. NT8D, W8HRF, mobile.
All right there, Josh. Well, as I said before, another incredibly successfully planned event. I think it went very, very well. I think everybody had a great time. We made some really good relationships with the keeper and Fairport up there. I think they'd be happy to have us come back sometime. Yeah, Renee said she had a great time hanging out with Lucy and Betty and Will and Brandon, and had a good time on the beach helping keep everybody happy and straight. Great to talk to you and hang out. Glad I could help out a little bit. Sorry I couldn't have been more. Things get the way they get, I guess, eventually, but well, it is great to spend the day with you. Do it again soon. And Alan, you're up here. Nice to spend some time with you on Saturday and your XYL. What else you have for us besides the Lighthouse stuff? KE8UKZ, NT8D.
W8WKY.
Well, first of all, I would like to say I did have a wonderful time, and my wife came up, and she had a wonderful time. I'll tell you, she enjoyed meeting everybody, and you put her by a lake area or something like that, in a beach, and she's happy, and she was real happy. Enjoyed talking to everybody. Funny, she always hears everybody on the radio here in the house, because a lot of times I just have it on, and she does better than me. She knows people by the voice and their call signs. She's very good at doing that. She amazes me. And I had a great time, and thanks to Josh and Zach. Zach spent a lot of time, and Lane showing me some of the ins and outs of operating HF. I'm still working on getting my general, so I'm learning a lot. And thanks to everybody. That was a wonderful time, and I'm looking forward to doing that again. That was great. This is Alan, KE8UKZ in Cuyahoga Falls. Back to the net.
Roger, Alan. Well, once again, glad you were able to make it, and that's one of the really neat things about those kinds of events. Is you've got plenty of control operators, and so people can play in the sandboxes they might not get to play at home. If you only have a tech license when you're there, you can get on all the bands. Give it a shot. Have some fun. Keep that motivation going. So, again, keep working at it. Well, keep working on Renee, see if I can't get her to take it up. We'll see what happens. Good luck on your general test. Thanks a lot. Well, that pretty much brings us to the end of our rope. I'm going to get ready to call in our caller, our closer.
To give you a quick one, this is Alpha, Bravo 8, Alpha Victor, AB8AV. I'm going to be in and out.
Whiskey 8 Victor, Mike Charlie, mobile, in and out.
That is exactly why I gave the dinosaur pause before calling in our closer. Thank you, Joe, AB8AV. Thank you, W8VMC. W8CTM. You got the big 5-0 this morning, Kerry. Over to you.
Good morning, Dave, and good morning to all our listeners and check-ins out there on this magnificent Monday morning. And thank you, everybody, for the number 50. What a way to start the week out. 50 check-ins. That's a great net, without a doubt. Anyway, I don't have anything this morning. We did pick up 97/100ths of an inch of rain yesterday afternoon and evening, and I think that pretty much wiped out the props and piston air show over at the Akron Fulton Airport. I did see an F-16 fighter jet fly over it wasn't right over my house, but it was fairly close, and that was all I seen of the air show. But it was that was quite a jet there they have. Anyway, I don't have anything this morning. I do want to ask everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, and do a random act of kindness. That's always a good way to start out any day. So with that, I'll just say 73 here, and thank you again, everybody, for the number 50. That's a great way to start out a Monday for sure with 50 check-ins. Great net. 73 all, and back to you there, Dave, NT8D to take it and wrap it up here. And everybody just have a magnificent Monday out there, and hopefully the week goes well for everybody, and the weather goes well for everybody also. So that's 73, W8CTM, Kerry at Portage Lakes, turning it over to NT8D to wrap it up. Have a great one, everybody.
Kerry, thank you so much for being my last call every Monday morning. It's terrific. Makes my day. Just kind of completes the beginning of the day. Starting out the week with the Barometer Net is the best way I can think of starting my week. Even though I have to work and I can't retire yet, I get to do that. The perks of being self-employed. Let me go and send out all my thank yous. First of all, of course, I need to thank all of our check-ins and all of our listeners. You are the net. We don't exist without you. I want to thank the folks who created the net almost over 37 years ago. Garlock, K8BYR, Dorothy, WBAJTW, Tom, KADSD. Also want to thank Ron, KD8CVS, who single-handed this net all by himself for 8 years and introduced me to the Barometer Net. I want to thank our club, the Sarah Club, Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association. I want to thank all the technicians who keep everything running smoothly. I want to thank Marty for some tower space. Please go to w8wky.org to find out all about the club, all the activities, all the nets that goes on. Join us here every morning starting at 7 o'clock, except for Sundays. For now, from the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association on the W8WKY repeater 147.39 megahertz in beautiful Doylestown, Ohio, we will return this frequency to regular amateur radio use. 73 all. Happy Monday. Stay safe.
Okay, SFQV.
Hello there, Mark.
Oh, I think Andrew punched a bunch of buttons already. I was going to tell him I'll go to the RF side. There, I checked in this morning with RF. But, yeah, I seen him, someone posted on Facebook, so I seen pictures of Warren Hamfest. Didn't get there. I was playing on 71 coming home yesterday. Yeah, it was good. You got a good group today. So I'll let you go so you can go get more Kachinkos by what Lori and John do at KSUP TV.
Roger, I try to give myself a window on Monday mornings. Usually I don't start till 9:30. On Mondays I try not to start till 10. You have a good one, Mark. We'll catch you next week. KC8FQV, NTAD 73.
Yep, 73. That why you seen that in the bottom of the text. I said, yeah, you can just slow down. You work for yourself and you just slow down whenever you want. KSUP QV.
W8WKY.
KC8FQV, KC8FQV, KD8SLG. Hey, Mark, just want to let you know, looks like the boredom breaker hub is down, the 515420. I don't know if they're having problems, what problems they're having out there, but I was just letting you know you may have to find another way into the boredom breaker net this afternoon. A little heads up. KD8SLG, clear.
W8WKY.
Uteusa o será o meu papá. Uteusa será o meu papá. Thailand.
W8WKY.